Today, we're diving into the playbook from Russell Brunson's .com Secrets. And the goal here is really simple. We're going to look at how to stop chasing one-off sales and start turning your website visitors into loyal, long-term customers.
This right here, this is the core idea. So many of us get caught in this endless hamster wheel of buying more traffic, hoping more clicks will solve our problems. But that's a losing game. The real strategy isn't about getting more people to your site, it's about creating a journey for them once they arrive. A journey that builds trust, step by step.
So if you've ever been frustrated that your traffic isn't converting, listen up. You might be focusing on the completely wrong thing. The problem probably isn't your ads or your traffic quality. It's almost always the underlying structure of your business model.
Just think about it. The internet used to be like a quiet little street. It was cheap to set up shop, getting someone's attention was easy, and you could make a profit from a single sale. But today, the internet is a sprawling luxury mall. The rent is high, attention is incredibly expensive, and the competition is fierce. That old model of making one sale and hoping for the best, it just doesn't work anymore. It's broken.
And this is the fundamental mistake that so many online businesses make. We ask that very first sale to do everything. It has to cover the ad spend, pay for overhead, and turn a profit. That's way too much pressure. It's an unsustainable model. The problem isn't your traffic, it's your math.
Okay, so if that old model is busted, what's the fix? Well, it's a concept that smart businesses in the real world have used forever. It's called the value ladder, and it's all about building a relationship over time, instead of asking for everything up front. Think of the value ladder as a roadmap for your customer's journey with you. You start by offering something of value with a very low barrier to entry, just to get the relationship started. Then, as you provide more and more value, you can introduce higher-priced offers. Each step up that ladder builds more trust and deepens the relationship. And this visual shows it perfectly. As the value you provide goes up, the price can go up with it. See, you're not just trying to make a quick buck. You're guiding someone from being a curious visitor to becoming a dream client who happily buys your most valuable stuff. It's a completely natural progression. Let's make this real with a classic example. The dentist. You'd never just walk into a random dentist's office and drop 10 grand on cosmetic surgery, right? Of course not. So they start with bait, a free teeth cleaning. During that visit, they build some trust, solve a small problem for you, and then they can offer the next logical step, maybe teeth whitening. From there, it could be retainers. You see, each step delivers value and makes the next offer feel natural, not pushy. And here's what that looks like. The patient moves up the ladder from a free cleaning all the way to high-end cosmetic work. But look at that last step, the 6-month checkups. That's the continuity piece. It creates predictable, recurring revenue and turns a one-time patient into a customer for life. This isn't some kind of trick, it's just smart, relationship-based business. So, you've mapped out your value ladder. Awesome. But how do you actually move people from one step to the next online? Well, that's where sales funnels come into play. A funnel is the engine that powers your value ladder. Let's get one thing straight. Funnels aren't about manipulation. A really good funnel is just a guided conversation. It's a controlled path where you can speak directly to your customer, understand their needs, and present the next logical step on your value ladder, one at a time without any distractions. And building a funnel is kind of like playing with Legos. You've got all these different blocks you can use. Quizzes, order forms, upsell pages, you name it. But here's the secret. You don't need all of them. The whole point is to just pick a few of the right blocks to build a simple, effective path for your customers to follow. And if you're looking for a great place to start, this is it. The 2-step, free plus shipping funnel. It's so simple and so powerful. On the first page, you just ask for their shipping info. That's it. It's a tiny commitment that gets you their email. Then, on step 2, you ask for the payment info for the shipping cost. Boom. You've just turned a prospect into a buyer for just a few dollars. It's brilliant. Okay, a funnel is the structure, the mechanics, but what actually makes it work? Communication. People don't really buy from faceless companies. They buy from other people they feel like they know, like, and trust. This is why creating a persona, or what Brunson calls an attractive character, is so incredibly important. This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? When someone new signs up for your email list, you've got this tiny window to make a real connection. If your first few emails are just generic, boring sales pitches, you've lost them forever. So how do you stand out in that crowded inbox and build an instant bond?
The answer is with a story, specifically a carefully crafted 5-day email series called the Soap Opera Sequence. It's designed to introduce your attractive character and tell a compelling story that hooks the reader from day one and makes them actually excited to see your next email pop into their inbox.
And here's the formula. Day 1 just sets the stage. Day 2 is where you hook them with some high drama and a backstory about a struggle you faced. On Day 3, you share the big aha moment, the epiphany that changed everything. Day 4 is where you connect that epiphany to all the hidden benefits of what you're offering. And finally, Day 5 is the clear, urgent call to action. See? It's a narrative, not just a pitch.
So you've got your value ladder, you've built your funnel, you've written your email sequence. Now you just need to get people into it. But here's the thing. You don't have to create traffic out of thin air. The traffic you need is already out there. Your job is just to find where it's congregating.
Honestly, the fastest way to find your customers is to figure out where they already hang out. And right now, they're buying from your competitors. So you just reverse engineer what's already working. But the most critical part, the one that almost everyone skips, is this one. You have to actually buy their product. That is the only way you'll get to see their full funnel, the upsells, the downsells, the whole email sequence they send to actual customers. That's the part of the iceberg that's hidden, and that's where the gold is.
All right, we have covered a lot of theory, but theory without action is pretty useless. So let's wrap this all up with a dead simple, manageable plan you can use to put this stuff to the test.
And we're not talking about a 6-month business overhaul here. All you need is 2 weeks. Just 14 days for a focused experiment to see for yourself what kind of impact this can have on your business.
Here are the 3 steps. That's it. First, build out just one simple offer from the bottom of your value ladder. Maybe it's a free plus shipping book or a cheap digital guide. Second, drive a little bit of traffic from just one source that you found by spying on your competitor. And third, and this is the most important part, measure everything. Track your conversion rate and, most importantly, your revenue per visit.
You know, at the end of the day, this isn't about becoming a master of a dozen different complex strategies. It's about getting one funnel built on one value ladder to work. Because once you get that one machine humming, it can become the engine that drives your entire business forward. So the challenge is simple. Start that 14-day experiment this week. Build that first ladder step, run some traffic, and just measure the results. The answer to that what if, it's waiting for you in the data.